James Forrest. I'm talking to you today about how to choose and operate a chainsaw. The 1929 Steel patent is the first gasoline-powered chainsaw to have three selling machines. These are the first successful patents for the handheld mobile chainsaw designed for woodcutting. Andrew Steele is most frequently credited for being the inventor of the mobile and motorized chainsaw. He invented what we today recognize being the modern chainsaw. Safety is number one when choosing and operating a chainsaw. This is very important to consider as their chainsaws are capable of various injuries and possible death. According to the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission in 1999, over 28,500 injuries were reported. 36% of these injuries were to the legs and knees. Operating a chainsaw is not hard to do correctly, provided you have the proper training and right saw for your situation. In the last few decades, however, chainsaws have become much safer. One of these features is the anti-kickback chain. These are special safety chains that are designed to prevent the chain from catching a piece of wood while cutting and launching the bar and chain at the operator. These are now standard on almost all chainsaws. Another major improvement is the invention of the chainsaw brake. This becomes helpful if the chainsaw kicks back. At that point, your hand will push the handbrake and immediately stop the chain from moving. Stephen Gregerson is quoted saying, "It's the greatest improvement ever made to a chainsaw." Safety is number one. Wear the proper safety equipment. Just use common sense. Also use common sense when using a chainsaw. Choosing the right chainsaw is important because everyone has different needs, wants, and price ranges. Do not take the time to choose the right chainsaw. It may be too big, too small, too expensive, or may not perform to your satisfaction in your situation. When I bought my first chainsaw, I did not operate or hold it before I bought it. I just bought the biggest one I could get, and that ended up being a mistake because the saw I bought was too big and heavy for what I was doing. I ended up trading it in for a smaller size. Although there are a lot of choices to choose from, choosing the proper saw is easy. If you handle the model before you buy it, factor in what your needs are, you should be able to expect years of service out of it. In my presentation, I'll briefly cover what size and type of chainsaws that will suit various situations, things to look for, and things to avoid. Also, I will cover the most popularly used brands. I have been using chainsaws for about 10 years, and I have also owned and operated just about all of the well-known brands and even some of the lesser-known brands. There are many brands of chainsaws you can get. Some of the more well-known brands include Husqvarna, Stihl, Poulan, Homelight, and Johnsred. After operating various size saws of all these brands, I have found that quality and longevity really does depend on how much you are willing to spend for a decent one. For example, the average person who owns a chainsaw just to trim trees around their yard or cut up limbs does not need a big or expensive saw. In a case like that, a 12 to 16-inch bar, Poulan or Homelight, somewhere around a 30 to 40 cc engine would be perfect. Cheap, they can be bought for under $200, operate fairly well, parts and service are easy to find for them. On the other hand, the needs of someone who uses a saw, such as a homeowner who cuts firewood or someone who does a lot of trimming or tree removal on a regular basis, are slightly different. This person would be looking for a saw that is at least an 18-inch bar or larger, depending on the specific needs, and around a 50 cc or bigger engine. Personally, I would lead towards the Stihl, Husqvarna, or Johnsred. These are much more expensive, but the quality is much improved and will last longer. I would tend to avoid primer molds such as this one. It's nice for in the winter, but they tend to break over time. One good thing about this saw is that it does have a compression brick, which aids in easy starting. If you plan on cutting quite often, I'd go ahead and just spend the money for a nice chainsaw. Easier than taking it to the shop all the time. Just remember before you buy it, handle the model. Before you purchase it, you don't want to buy a saw that's too heavy for you or uncomfortable. As we discussed earlier, the most important thing to remember when operating a chainsaw is using the appropriate eyewear, hearing protection, along with caps and at least closed-toed shoes. Just to reiterate, there are several main points to remember when choosing and operating a chainsaw. Safety is number one, of course. Wear the proper protection equipment. and choose a size and brand that's appropriate to your needs. If you follow the safety precautions I've provided for you, it will prevent you from ending up in the hospital with your leg or cut open or worse. If you follow the guidelines I've given you, choosing and operating a chainsaw will be a breeze. You should be able to expect years of service. After running very solid for as long as I have, I always wore the proper safety equipment and have never had an issue or been injured. If you do the same, you'll be fine. Armed with what we have learned today, you're now ready to choose and safely operate a chainsaw.